Okay. All right. This is Garifullina versus Shuvalova. Okay. It's not even a joke. Those are their names. Okay. In this position, black is up 2 pawns.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
But white has 2 threats. Queen takes bishop. And d7 check and d8 queen. Now, there's 2 ways to stop both threats. All right, I'm going to show you both. You tell me which is correct. Bishop d7, stopping queen takes bishop and d7, or queen d7. Also, okay. One of those moves draws, one loses immediately. Now, what a lot of people in the chat do is they just type in one of the moves. Like bishop d7, queen d7. That doesn't make you right. If you want to be right, you should say this move because after the other move, white's winning, and explain why. Not just like there's 2 legal moves. If I type one of them, I have a good chance of being right. That's not analysis. Now, after this game ended and black did lose, she quit chess and she started playing poker, right? And she was always going all in, every hand. She played like a maniac because her name is Shuvalova. She's always shoving, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I like the queen move, queen d7.
Okay. But that's not good analysis. You say, I like the queen.
Well, I was, if you move the bishop, then the b pawns are goner.
Right.
And then
and that's why black played like she did.
Oh.
Right. Now, after bishop d7, which is the correct move,
Okay.
queen takes b7 as you indicated. Okay. Now we play c2, and that pawn's dangerous because that pawn's going to queen. And there's no back rank mate because bishop e8 defends, and the queen's defending also. So this is a draw. Okay. Instead, she played queen d7. Now, queen d7 would be better than bishop d7 for not losing that pawn, but it's worse for 2 reasons. One of them was given in the chat. That was the tactical reason. The other reason is this pawn is not as important as this pawn.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, if you lose that pawn, you lose your counterplay. That pawn, I'm curious. Okay. Now, here, white has a 1-move win, which white did not play. It's a 1-move win. It's very easy. And it's frankly, it's ridiculous. Neither player saw this move. Like, half of the chat saw it. So, come on. This is in Jeffrey Zhang versus Magnus Carlsen. This is... by the way, I've heard of Shuvalova. I've never heard of Garifullina, but she won the match. But I never heard of her. She's 2,400. Probably better than me. This would be in like one of your puzzle rushes. It would be one of the harder ones.
Like maybe bishop takes b7, maybe?
You have the right idea. You want the queen to move.
Yes.
Yeah, but the queen doesn't move. But make the queen move.
Oh.
You're right. Just make the queen move.
Bishop e6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, black didn't see bishop e6 when she played queen d7, and white didn't play bishop e6. What? I mean, you can't take the bishop. I check and I queen. So you resign. The resigns is the only move. The number 1 move on the engine right now is resigns. It's strange. Okay. And the chat saw that. Chat's like bishop e6. Okay, she played the second best move, bishop b3. Now, black obviously still didn't see that because white didn't, right? If black does see that, black should play a5 and say, like, would you mind undefending this pawn, please? And then the arbiter would come and say no talking. Okay, but black played bishop c6. Bishop e6 again. It's funny if you have white to go here and then to go here. Like, oh, yeah, there it is. Forgot about that. What else did white forget about?
Right?
Correct. Okay. So she played. Queen takes bishop.
I did.
Okay. Now, if you like donating to my stream, I'm not saying you do, but if you do, Get ready. Are you ready for this? Dun, dun. Okay, so check, right? Okay, and then king g7. Now, what Shuvalova wants to do, which doesn't work, is she figures after queen, she'll play check, and she'll get this counterplay. What's funny is white only has one move that wins here. So she's almost right. White has one move that wins, one move that draws, and every other move loses. Man, chess is hard. The reason white's winning is the queen is defending here. So king e1 wins because we stop queen d2 check. Yeah, and now if queen d1 we can block. Okay. So white, instead of queening and winning with king e1, she played the more accurate queen takes c3 check because she's going to queen anyway. Okay, this move's excellent. If the king goes to the bakro, right, then we queen with check. You agree? So black played king f7, right? Now you will know her name is the Lord when you see what she did here. By the way, making a queen wins. This is just much cuter. Much cuter. The only thing cuter than this is you. Maybe me too, but maybe. Why isn't the chat spamming now? What's that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think she did.
This will be your favorite move I ever showed you in a real game. In a real game. In a problem you would,
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
That's a nice way to end the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, making a queen is just as good, but this, I mean, you can't not make a knight there. That's the coolest thing I ever saw. Now, Anand saw this. He didn't see what happened in the game, but Anand knows that that knight just promoted. And the reason he knows that is the knight had nowhere to come from. The knight couldn't have moved to d8. There's nowhere to move from.
Right.
So he had to he could have taken a promotion, but promoting to a knight must have just happened either by taking this or playing d8. Yeah, that was cool. Karen was thrilled. Right. Yeah, you have to make a knight. If you don't make a knight, you're banned. And then as trying to learn point, it also forks the bishop. Yeah.
True.
All right.
It does get rid of the queen.
Okay. Now, this was the next game. Okay. So Garifullina has to win. I'm sorry, has to draw, and she wins the match because she won.
Okay.
She's white here, and if you look at the engine moves, it's all equal. Everything's equal. Queen, rook, knight, pawns, everything's equal. Knight on e4 is great. Knight on f4 is good. Draw. Nobody could ever win. Now, yesterday, I showed the worst move in the World Cup when Matlikov played queen f2, losing to knight g5 check and knight e5 check. That's the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened ever. That's worse than this because the players are higher rated. If the players had the same rating, it's a tie. I don't know which move is worse because that move lost the match and he was winning and he could tie the match, Matlikov, against Votacek. All right. White played the worst move ever that you would see like in a little kids tournament.
Yeah.
You can't make a worse move. You can't. You could try, but you can't. All right, ready?
Okay.
G3. Now, if Hikaru saw this, he would be banned from Twitch for 1,000 sexist comments in a row. And what did Black do?
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Hikaru likes to say women can't play chess and they're terrible.
No.
So if we showed him this, then he would be like backed up. So he would be like, oh, let me talk about what I think about women now. Now that I see
I
that.
haven't heard him say that, but I'll go investigate.
You haven't heard him say that.
No.
He doesn't say anything else.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember the Kings versus Queens tournament when we beat their brains out? That was before I met you. I had pictures on the wall in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, there's women.
Aw.
He was like, why didn't we beat them worse? The average rating was the same, and we beat them like 31 to 13 or something. Oh, 31 and a half to 18 and a half. And the average rating was the same. And he was like, terrible. Okay, so what did black do?
I guess knight h3.
That's a good guess. Yeah, resign.
Stinky.
Yeah.
For white.
What's this G3? Who's playing G3? What? This is the World Cup. This isn't, Joe Schmo's scholastic, beginners, unrated K through 1 section. And if it was, they wouldn't play G3.
And maybe, were they low on time?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe Hikaru isn't like that anymore. He's older.
Well, Hikaru probably wouldn't say it on stream, but if I egged him on by showing him this, then he might shake and then it'll all fall out. Yeah. Yeah, you guys haven't been hanging out with Hikaru when he's not on stream and he's just by himself or with other people. Then you hear the real Hikaru. Okay. Which is funny because even on his own stream, he's a little suspicious. All right. Plays good. By the way, they just put out a video today and or yesterday, and it's Arena Kings that he won.
Yeah.
And my name is in the title of this video. Okay? And then the first 20 seconds is me praising Hikaru. He's too fast, he's too good, he's too high rated, he beats everybody. Then they go to Hikaru's stream where he beats everybody. Yeah. But I'm even in the title, like Benjamin Feingold, they're like, why is he in the title? What?
That's funny.
That was funny.